Well, hey, I'm Seth, and welcome to
The Reward for Humility Bible Trivia.
Are you ready for some Bible trivia? These questions will all take place in the book of Exodus. Be sure to let us know how you did in the comments. Okay, let's get started. Question 1. What reason did the Hebrew midwives give to not kill the male children of Israel when the new king who did not regard Joseph came to power? The males the king asked about were Egyptian and not Hebrew. That the king's direction was not legal. The Hebrew women gave birth quicker than Egyptian women. They misunderstood what the king wanted. The answer is the Hebrew women gave birth quicker than the Egyptian women. The king asked the midwives to kill all the male Hebrew children during childbirth. The midwives feared God, and they knew that God intends for his creation to be born and live. The midwives made up the excuse of the Hebrew women giving birth quicker than the Egyptian women to save the male Hebrew babies' lives. God was kind to the midwives for protecting the children's lives. Question 2. Who was paid to nurse Moses after his mother put him in a basket and floated him down the Nile River to save his life? Pharaoh's daughter, the servant of Pharaoh's niece, Miriam, Moses' mother. The answer is Moses' mother. Look how God can work out things for those who serve him. Question 3. When Moses saw the burning bush and came towards it, God told him not to come any closer and to do what? Bow down before God, lift his staff in the air, take off his sandals, lay down his staff so it would become a snake. The answer is to take off his sandals. Question 4. What was Moses' reason for not wanting to lead the Israelites out of Egypt? He felt the Israelites wanted to stay in Egypt. He felt he wasn't a good speaker. He did not believe God would help him. He knew his brother Aaron was already working to get the Israelites out. The answer is he felt he wasn't a good speaker. God doesn't seek out those who think they know everything and are great speakers to lead his people. God seeks leaders who know they have no ability outside the help of God. Question 5. What did Pharaoh take away from the Israelite slaves when Moses and Aaron first told him to let the Israelites go and worship God? Water for drinking, straw for making bricks. Their children, wood for building houses. The answer is straw for making bricks. Question 6. What was the first sign that Moses and Aaron performed that Pharaoh's magicians could not perform? The plague of gnats, turning water into blood. The plague of frogs, turning a staff into a snake. The answer is the plague of gnats. Pharaoh's magicians knew that only through God could such a sign be performed. Are you getting them right so far? Question 7. What did God tell Moses to have the people do if they were to be spared from the last plague God was to perform on Egypt before Pharaoh let them leave? Set aside 1/10 of their food. Put lamb's blood on their door frames. Wash their hands in the Nile River. Sell their jewelry to the Egyptians. The answer is to put lamb's blood on their door frames. Just as the lamb's blood saved them from the destroyer then, it is the blood of Jesus that saves us. Question 8. After Pharaoh let the Israelites go, Pharaoh changed his mind and went back to re-enslave them. What did the people say to Moses when they saw the Egyptians coming for them? God will protect us and fight for us. Let us fight the Egyptians. It would have been better to serve Egypt than to die in the desert. Part the Red Sea and let us cross. The answer is it would have been better to serve Egypt than to die in the desert. Let's think about that for a minute. The Israelites just saw the mighty hand of God, yet they say they would rather have just stayed enslaved to Egypt. Egypt is a representation of the things of the world. The world works to convince us to stay enslaved to it. If we stay enslaved to the world, we can't experience the wonderful things God has for us. Question 9. After Moses came off the mountain and confronted the Israelites for making the golden calf and the wickedness they had performed, he said, "Whoever is for the Lord, come to me." Which entire tribe came to Moses? The tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Levi. The answer is the tribe of Levi. Last question. Bezalel and Oholiab were chosen by God to perform the highly skilled work for the manufacturing of the tabernacle the Israelites were to use for worship while they were on their way to the Promised Land. Where did Bezalel and Oholiab acquire their skills? From God, from the work they performed in Egypt. They were taught by their uncle. They were to acquire their skills as they built the tabernacle. The answer is from God. That's an interesting concept. We can all learn things and improve our skills, but for one who innovates, can they claim they empowered themselves with the ability to do so? It is God who gives us our abilities. So how'd you do? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Always take time to read the Bible. Thanks for playing, and may God bless you.